Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio. Someone had made a comment. They had seen the video. This is my December 2024 journal. And they had seen the video that I did. I wanted to show you real quick. When I created this page here, and I mentioned that I made these flowers and these leaves out of aluminum. I actually embossed them, used alcohol inks on them to color them. And they said, oh my gosh, I think it was Kay Michelle from Lady Dragonfly Design said, oh, you should make those and put them in your shop. Well, the problem with this is that these can be very sharp edged, and I honestly don't want to take the responsibility for somebody getting hurt. You do have to be very careful when you use them, and you can use a sanding tool like this. This is, I think it's just a Tim Holtz thing, but they've got sanding discs on here, and you can sand some of the sharp edges off. But anyways, I certainly don't want to get into putting these in my Etsy shop and taking the chance that somebody got hurt with them. So, if you want to create them yourself and then, take the precautions to be safe, and and these are not going to cut me just touching them because I've sanded them down a little bit. But anyways, but I thought I'd show you the process. So if you wanted to try and make some yourself, you could do that. So what I did was, I don't buy things in aluminum cans anymore. So I had to call on my son, and all the guys at work do drink out of aluminum cans. And so he stopped over last night and brought me a bunch. And basically, I already started this, so I'm just going to kind of show you the end process. But these are 3 cans that I have left. Now, what I did first, if you can see, is I took the tops off of these cans. And I did that with a regular, I wanted to show you, just a handheld can opener. I just clicked it on there and turned it, and the center part came right out. Okay. And this is, first I washed them out, and then the center part I took off. And then I have a pair of kitchen shears right here. And I thought I would just show you how I cut into these. And we end up with, I did a bunch of them last night. We end up with flat pieces of aluminum like this. Once you cut the tops and the bottoms off, and you cut down the can, you end up with all of these pieces of aluminum. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I cut these, and this is where you have to be extremely careful when you cut. Okay, but if you look at this can, it from here to here, it's like bent down, and we don't want this whole part here. And it also bends down here, so we don't want that part. So that does give you a little give. Now, this is the hard part to start it. You actually have to cut through this rim. So I just keep pushing at it till I make a cut like that. And I need to go down this far. So when you do this, you kind of have to just push, and it's going to cut a ways into the can. But you have this much give, so that works out good. So once I get to there, okay, I can turn my scissors and start cutting around here. Okay, and I'm staying below this crease. And you certainly don't want to grab a hold of that. So I'm just holding this top edge right here as I cut around. Okay, so I've cut that off. And this is a very dangerous part right here. and this piece where the top came out. So you have to kind of be careful with that. And I have not yet cut myself. Watch me do it now, but I haven't done that yet. And then this part right here can be very sharp, okay? So you have to be careful of that. But what you find is this can comes together at a certain point. So there's a strong, this is pretty weak, and then this is a strong point right here. I can feel it as I go around. This just seems heavier than the rest of it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut down here. Let me feel it. It's like right here. I'm just going to cut down, and you do have to be careful as you get your hand closer to this edge. So that's when I try to push that edge down as I cut, okay? And I cut down to that part that bends, and then I can slip the scissors in here and kind of come around. Now I carefully hold this end, and I can just cut right around here. And I'm cutting off where it bends around. Okay, so then we've got the bottom off. And then what I do is I lay this carefully down flat on a piece of paper towel, and then I take it and try to roll it up carefully like this. And I just kind of, this part sticks out a little bit, but I just carefully kind of, you know, press it and try to roll it. And that's what's going to make it a little flatter so it doesn't totally roll back into the shape of the can. And then if you let it go really carefully, you'll see that it's not going to totally roll back. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these other two cans, and I'm going to put these pieces in my recycle, okay, what I have left, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how we get started on doing the embossing and cutting. Okay, I'm back, and I've got my Cuddle Bug. I don't have any other die cutting machine except this one. It doesn't stick real well to my mat. I suppose if I moved the mat, it might stick better to the table, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to take the chance of this aluminum scratching the top of the table. So, and honestly, I have a couple of die cuts. This is the only one I really use. I have a couple of small ones that I received. I think I won them in something, but I could never find a use for them. So I may try them with the aluminum. But anyways, I've got all the aluminum cut here. And let's see if I can get this out. I use this die cut I use it for book pages in aluminum. And what I found is this flower right here, when you emboss, sometimes it cuts these pieces off. So anyways, so what I've got is you've got all your plates, and then I've actually cut pieces of cardboard in that to take up some slack. When you use this die though, it kind of replaces this A plate, the thickness of it. So I think I want to put a piece of aluminum down. You want to just make sure that it covers the whole design. Okay, so I think you can kind of see this. I'm putting it on, and I have to make sure, because the design goes close to the edge of the aluminum. Really close. So you're going to have to be real careful with it, that it doesn't move. Okay, let me move this aside. And then I've got two B plates. One of them is pretty worn because it's the one I used to cut Sorry, I'm using my other hand here. So this one is pretty worn, but I use this one to cut. So I'm going to place that right on top and try not to move this aluminum. And then I'm going to place this other B plate on the bottom. And then I'm going to put it in my Cuttlebug. And hopefully I can get it started. I've got to kind of push it in there. Let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to move it up so it'll catch the plates first and maybe pull those through. Like this, and maybe there we go. Okay, so I had to actually move the die back a little bit on the plates so it would catch the plates first. And then I'm going to run it through. Okay, and then go ahead and pull it out this way. Now I'm going to just move my Cuttlebug real quick. And when you take this plate off, okay, you've got your die cut pieces. See, that was really close to the edge right there. And these really aren't that sharp, but they could cut you if you're not careful, because the edges of this aluminum are pretty sharp. So then we've got a piece down here that we could make another flower. So let's try. Yeah, we could probably do that one. Let's see what we can fit. Because of the way they're arranged here, you have to try to... I think we could get another one. Oh, we can't get that one. See the way they're arranged. You have to try to... I could probably get one each of these. Let's see. Or, because I don't think I can get... Oh, yes, I can. Okay, I can also get another big one that will look like this and a small one. And I think I would like to do that. So again, I'm going to put this kind of in the middle so that when I start, it'll start here. I'm going to hold this down. And then I'm going to move my Cuttlebug back up here. Okay. I'll try to open it up and maybe get some suction. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to feed this back through. And remember, I put it further back on the plate, so it should pull the plates through first. Okay, and it's got it. So now I'm going to hold on to it, and hopefully we can get 2 more flowers out of this back piece. Let's see. There's one. And there's the other one. So we did get 2 more flowers off of that. And then these are the pieces that it cut. And you have to be careful. You want to get rid of these so nobody gets cut by them. And you never, ever want to throw these away, because this is how I make the leaves out of these, or I can make more small flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this right at the edge here. And right here. And I should be able to get another, it's too small for there, but I should be able to get another small flower here. And possibly another one right here. I'm not going to cut that. Yeah, maybe I better cut it off. I don't want to cut this because I can make a leaf out of that. Okay, so I'm saving these pieces right here because I can get leaves out of some of these. So I'm just going to put these off to the side. Get rid of this piece that could hurt somebody. And I'm going to put this through twice now. And we'll put this this piece on, and then we'll put this one on next, okay? So we're going to just go ahead and put it through again. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this piece on and get another small flower. Okay. So I want to do one more piece. And then we're going to go through, I'll show you how I emboss them. I tried embossing this piece first, but you have to cut it smaller to emboss, and then die cutting. And what I found is I lost more pieces when I did it that way. That doesn't mean that one is any better than the other. That's just what I found. So I tend to do it this way. So I'm going to go ahead and set this on so that it covers all of the flowers. See, now these are all, the outside of the can is on the back side. I suppose you could probably use that side if you wanted, but it's just a little busy. I like the embossing part. So instead of putting it back through there, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Last time I had this piece hanging out the back and it was a little hard. I was afraid of cutting my hand. So again, let's find, we can actually do this. We could get another one of these. We've got 3 of these big ones, a bunch of these, 2 of those, 2 of those. But let's go ahead and do this piece right down here. We'll get one of these and one of these. And it's probably going to cut these pieces of this one as well, but we'll just be careful and get rid of those so that we don't get cut by them. Okay. Okay, we got another one of these. We're going to hold these, and we got another one of these. So now what I want to do is, I have a lot more tin foil here, or aluminum here, but I want to go ahead and do some embossing of these. So I'll show you how that works, and we'll see if these get cut off. I'm not sure if they will or they won't. So for now, I'm just going to put this aside because after I finish, I'll probably cut more out of the aluminum. So I'm just going to put that aside, and we're going to, I have very few, I don't have that many embossing folders, but I have a couple. This one is Swiss Dots, and it's for the Cuttlebug. So what I do is I'm going to need my A plate now because I need to take up some space in there. So I think I'm going to use BA, this, and this. So I'm going to go ahead and put, let's try these, because I don't think these will get cut off if I use something, a design like this. It's just if you get a design that goes right over the edge, it sometimes wants to cut them. So let's use one of those. I don't know if I can get all these in. No, I can't. So, but I don't want to, let's do like one of each with this design. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put this on and see if it'll go through with all 3 plates. It didn't press that. It wasn't that tight, so I'm not sure if it, let's see. I might have to put another, oh no, it worked. It worked fine. Look at these. So here's one. Seeing that embossed on there? And then this one embossed really well. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's try one big one in here and a small one. Actually, we have a couple small ones. Let's do that. And we'll do it the same way. So we've got a B plate, an A plate, the embossing folder, and another B plate. And it went through pretty easy. That's why I wasn't sure if it was actually embossing or not. But it did. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so now we've got a large one as well, a medium, and a couple smalls. Well, we like that. So we're going to try a different embossing folder. This one might be kind of nice. So let's try this one. Okay, let's put a big one in here. And can we get a medium? And then a small one maybe? Sure, let's do that. Again, we're going to use a B plate, our A plate, our embossing folder, and another B plate. Oh, those came out cool. Oh, look at that one. See it? And then we have a little one. Okay. The design is kind of a little big for that one, but okay, so now we need one like this. And this is one I would be concerned that one of these designs might cut the legs off, but let's try it. I'm not sure how I can avoid that because no matter where I put it, one of these legs is going to go across the line. So let's see. Hopefully it won't, but if it does, oh well, we'll make do. Okay, let's get her through. Nope, it didn't. It's beautiful. It didn't cut it off. None of them cut off the legs. Perfect. Okay, so let's try one other design. Okay, here's one. This one looks like it's got, oh, this one has an edging thing too. Let's try this one. This one is got flowers all over it. So, can you see those? Yeah. Okay, so we've got our B plate, our A plate, our embossing folder. Let's put a big one in here. And a medium in here. And a small one in here. Can we get 2 small ones, I wonder? I think we can. I don't know how they're going to come out, but we'll see. That down. Put our other B plate on top. Uh-oh, that's moving. Okay. Okie dokie, let's see. Slide it off so those don't move. We'll see how this design looks. I don't know. Kind of cool. I think you'll end up, when you do them, probably finding favorites. I can tell you right now, this one is cool for the bigger one, okay? A little hard on the small one. The same as this. This is a little tough for the small one, but maybe with the alcohol ink, it will be fine. Oh, and it looks great on the big one. So, okay, so the only one we have left is one of these. And let's see if we can do this without cutting the edges off of it. Like I said, that happened to me before. Whoops, here. That happened to me before with this one flower in particular, just because these are so skinny right here. Oh, that looked good, even though oh, look what it did. It did cut one. See, it did cut some off. So that's right where this was, like right, looks like it was in here somewhere. And it cut the design off, but we'll save them because we can ink them. We can either use these as leaves or we can ink them and glue them on. I don't know, I think we're probably better off using them as leaves, but either way, that's fine. Okay, so we got everything embossed except I want to show you how I cut the leaves out real quick. And we want to emboss those, so for that I'm going to sit down real quick. So these are our odd pieces. And I just cut the leaves by hand with scissors. And I just look for pieces that I think will work, like here. And I try to make them as big as I can. So you would have a leaf that looks like this. Okay. And I think we could get another one out of here. And again, be real careful if you're cutting. I got to do it this way because I'm right-handed. Okay, and we want to go way out and then back in. We've got a leaf there. And you don't want to make them too small. I'm not sure that I could get a big enough one out of here. Let's see. Yeah, this will be pretty skinny. Yeah, I think that's too small, so I'm not even going to try and save that. I have enough aluminum here to get more. So we want to get maybe one here. And again, you want to kind of make them as big as you can. If you want to cut them down later, you can always make them smaller. Yeah, this one's going to be, that would be too small. Not going to worry about that. And then it looks like I should be able to get one out of here. Oh, maybe one out of there. Let's see if I can get one here. I'm going to kind of leave this little rough edge there and just try to capture that. And it's kind of a neat shape right there. Can you see these? Are these? Yeah, they're in. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, be careful with that because you can get, these are the pieces that you can get cut from. Okay, the rest of this, I mean, I might be able to get some out of, but it's starting to get small and kind of pokey. So I'm going to not work with that because we have another sheet up there. So I'm going to put them in here. Then I have a can right under my desk that I will put them in. It's recycled, so it's just paper or things that get recycled, plastic. So I'll put those in there. Okay, so we've got a lot of these right now. This one I don't think is big enough to do anything with. And honestly, sometimes you would want to keep stuff like this because, oh, it's like, oh, I could use that for a stencil. But you know what? These pieces are so sharp that I wouldn't even attempt to use that as a stencil. I don't know if I can get one out of here, maybe. There. Those look kind of small, so let's see if we can, what we can get out of this right here. Let's see. We probably could get one kind of medium-sized one out of here, so let's try that. Okay, I'm not going to try to deal with these right here. We have a lot right here. So we're going to go ahead and emboss those, and then we can move forward with our alcohol inks. Okay, so we want to emboss our leaves. So basically, we want to put in, I think I'm going to just use the Swiss dots. I think this is too busy of a Cuttlebug folder to do the leaves. I'm not sure, but it just seems a little busy for me. Okay. So where's the, oh, this one goes in there too. Okay, so here we have the one with the Swiss polka dots, and I also have this one. I don't know how this would work, but let's put a couple in here. Just let me see how it looks first. If I put it over like 2 flowers, maybe. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of trying to lay them over some of the flowers. See how it looks. And remember that we have to do a B plate, an A plate, our embossing folder, and another B plate. Okay, let's see what happens with these. Remember, these are going to be the leaves. Let's see how they come out. Well, probably don't need to emboss my hair. Oh, they came out cute. Look at that. Very cute. Okay, so we've got some leaves. So I want to do the probably the rest. I like them in the Swiss polka dot like ones. This one, I don't know where I got it from, but it doesn't have a case. But we can do some with the Swiss polka dots. Let's just go ahead and put a bunch in here. I'm not sure even what would happen if I overlapped them. You know what I mean? I don't know if they would emboss, they wouldn't emboss, what would happen. I'm going to put a couple more in, and then we'll do one in like the swirly folder. Let me save one of the big ones for that swirly folder. Okay, we'll do this one in these Swiss polka dots. Oh my gosh, real cute. These look like steel, like when you go in garages and they have the steel, I don't know, like floors or whatever they are. Pretty cool. Okay, so I really like that. Okay, so we got these leaves. Then we'll do the last one in the swirls, and then I will pick up this mess and get my alcohol inks out, and we will try coloring them. Swirly ones, like one like these, I think. Yep. I don't know if they're too big of swirls, so let's see if we can put these like right on the, you know, like on the ones that have the double swirls. I don't know, we'll see. All right. I'll tell you, September, here it is January. September is when I went up north to my niece's wedding. My nails were long, and I just had gel polish put on them, and it lasted really well. They looked really pretty, and then when it grew out, they started to come off, and look at my nails. They're just wretched. They're just peeling. I've had to really work at keeping a clear polish on them. They just break. I know that they'll get repaired once it grows out, but in the meantime, it's just really rough. They just look so awful, so I apologize for that. But may take a couple months to get them growing back in and get them healthy again. Okay, let's see how our swirls look. Ooh, I like that one too. I like the polka dots in the swirls, I think. Look at that, how pretty those are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move this stuff aside. Oh, that one's kind of stuck there. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then I'm going to get my alcohol inks, and we'll go ahead and see about coloring these, okay?